Okay, we're here with another edition of Love Bucket. This morning we've had a lot of great things going on with young people. We did a video earlier with Vibe Dance, and now with Georgia Military, and we're here with the athletic director and new football head coach, Simpson. This is Neela. She's a volunteer, and her child is associated with the band, but she's behind the scenes, makes a lot of things happen, and so we've donated some money that's going to help pay for some equipment, some other things that you guys got going on in terms of camp and two-a-days and bonding the team. So basically, as you're watching the video, I'm gonna let Coach Simpson just kind of go over, you know, what his feelings are about really what you think football does to these young men's life, and why it's important to you, and why you're passionate to give as much time, because we know as a football coach there's a lot of time given. And if anybody else wants to contact you to participate in volunteering, coaching, helping, or even resources. You made reference that football helmets now are how much?
$195.
And the pads are how much?
$153 for shoulder pads.
Yeah, so it's almost $400 just to suit a kid up. That doesn't even count the uniforms or the practice. That's a lot of money. So, you know, again, man, you need the real deal equipment. I mean, this equipment. How long does equipment normally last?
Helmets are usually good for 10 years before they're thrown out by the manufacturer, but most of them don't make it about 4 or 5 just because of the nature of the game.
Sure.
Contact on the helmets and stuff damage it, so it's not able to be reconditioned.
So the resources are important. Why don't you share with us just real quick, you know, your thought process about becoming the head football coach and having the duties of athletic director, and kind of how that's going to play a part. Maybe even address what you may need help and assistance. There may be somebody out there that, you know, an old college football player that's looking to be involved with some kids and help out. You never know.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you for the donation. We greatly appreciate it.
Very welcome.
It'll go a long way. But as far as our program and being an athletic director and head football coach, I've been involved. I've been at GMC for 6 years as defensive coordinator, and then first year as athletic director, and taking over as a head coach. I'm excited about it. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. We're very limited on our resources and our number of coaches on staff. So if there's interest in volunteering, we can always use people for everything from chains on Friday nights to, you know, helping around the practice fields, or helping, you know, get equipment moved to and from, because our facility is a block and a half away from where we actually play, so Friday nights getting equipment moved and things like that are great. We're always looking for young guys or old guys that have played, that have knowledge, that are willing to come back and almost on a volunteer basis help out. You know,
Sure.
we'll do whatever it takes to get them certified to help out, especially with our middle school program. We're looking for a lot of help there. But as the athletic director, being responsible for the entire athletic program, it's a lot to juggle. But then, as a head football coach, I'm responsible for actually the middle school and the high school program. So, trying to get those two programs paralleled on what we're doing is going to be our biggest challenge this year.
Now, what about the impact of young people? You've been doing this now, like you said, for 6 years, so you've been around these kids, and you see these kids in a 6-year period. You've seen a cycle of kids come with you at 8th, 9th grade that have now, you know, graduated. Some have gone on to play football in college. Some have just gone on now. They're not in college at all. And so what does sports play a role in your mind? How important what you do is to these kids?
Right. Well, this is my 12th year overall coaching, and like you said, you've seen people do all sorts of things. And to me, athletics, not just football, but all athletics, teach some of the life traits that you need to be a successful person, whether it's being a doctor or whether it's being, you know,
a great dad,
or whatever the case happened to be. You know, it teaches you about being on time. It teaches you accountability. It teaches you responsibility. It teaches you, you know, various roles. You've got to do your job, whatever your job happens to be. If you don't do it successfully, our team's not going to be successful. So no matter how big your role or how small your role, it just teaches you that personal responsibility that you have to be able to be successful in life, no matter what venue you choose to use.
Personal responsibility. That's a huge thing. Well, good. If they want to get a hold of you, how do they reach you? What's a good way? If they want to help, participate, donate money, how do they do it?
They can contact me directly at 478-456-4710. They can contact the prep school office at 387-4858. And Miss Griffin, the secretary, will get the message to me. or you can go to our GMC website and you can find our schedules. You can find email addresses to pretty much anybody in the coaching staff that you'd like to contact. But
yeah,
any method would be great.
And you can always go to LouieHerronToter.com, go back to the Love Bucket, say, hey, listen, I saw the video with Coach Simpson. I want to help. We'll get you there as well. You've been silent. She doesn't like to speak. We've been giving her a hard time. Is there anything you want to share with the camera as it relates to maybe band and how that impacts your child, and maybe, you know, because again, it's associated with football. It's associated, again, it's all kids being in activities. Anything you'd like to share that you see value that you may want to share with folks?
I'd like to thank everybody that helped us out during our auction and helped us with anything to do with the school. And I'd like to thank you too for your donation.
No problem.
And just come out and support us for the upcoming season.
Right.
And we look forward to seeing everybody out there.
Awesome. Well, good deal. That's another edition of Love Bucket. It's been a great Friday as usual, and it's been running wide open. It's pretty crazy, isn't it?
It's busy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's busy. You're moving and shaking 4 radio stations, but a lot of good publicity for the 2 organizations. And so, anyways, if you feel a need, feel you got a heart, you want to help in some way, reach out and help these young people because they need it.